Good day, Devin. Today is day 2. 1, 2, the ground sphere. This is where you establish a foundation for this entire 7-day quest. So as the heroine's journey, you have this purpose. Now you're hearing this call and you're gonna go out on this 7-day quest to fulfill this purpose. And if you're using the note pages, you might also have a goal that you want to accomplish in this 7 days. Today for day 2, I'm going to go ahead and just read the draw and tell cards so you have an idea of what you might put in this sphere. Never mind the dogs barking outside. The ground sphere. Ground shows what supports you. It reveals your stability before you move forward. So I'm just thinking about the dogs again, that last week and the week before, I've kind of been going on this journey of just being unbothered and not bothered by these things. And so it does bother me, but the point is that I don't hang on to it, and that I don't have anger or resentment or frustration, and I can feel a little bit of that. So I don't want to judge that or sign a verdict that that's bad. I just recognize that my body prefers that the dogs are taken care of. Okay, so the message. Return to what is real. Find the ground beneath your feet before you take the next step. So I'm just going to take a deep breath, firmly plant my feet into the ground, and recognize that the world that I'm approaching, I'm just approaching it with curiosity. I am firm in my position, and I'm going to move forward with this quest no matter what I encounter. So what you would memoir about is, what truth do I need to stand on? And I'll just go ahead and say what you place on your map is a truth, a need, a boundary, support, a body signal, a resource, or an honest starting point. So as I explore magic in my 7-day quest, in my mind map, my Earth Cycle mind map, my ground sphere is currency. So like currency, like a flow of energy. But what is current right now that I actually see? And this idea of projection, of bringing in what someone might call a fantasy or a dream, but like bringing it into my physical manifest world. So that's kind of what this whole entire practice is about. So my ground sphere is for me to currently see what I am experiencing, what is present, in my body, in my outer experience, in the reality around me, and to be grounded in that, to be stable in that. It doesn't matter a judgment of good or bad. I'm just going to proceed through the quest anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these Dreaming Way cards to go along with this idea of currency, not just as the current that I'm seeing, but a currency like flow, like energy flow, like financial, abundance, friendship, connections, growth, this type of thing that I want to currently see. And so I feel like the Dreaming Way cards are a really good match with that. So what is this currency that I'm looking for? Like that I'm looking toward, not for, but like looking at in front of me. What is this currency? Clouds. Oh, but look at that. It's a cup of coffee. Oh, it's such a common theme that I've been talking about in my videos over the last few weeks, and my memoir of consumption. So clouds. So my currency, like the forecast that I see, is a little bit of clouds. And although it's not cloudy outside today, it does seem to kind of be energetically cloudy out there with how the dogs were barking. But I will note that they did stop. Okay. If it is cloudy and raining, there are clouds and rain in my soul. Wow. Okay, so this is for me to currently see that there are no clouds in my forecast. It is a sunny day. I do not see rain in my forecast. And so there is not clouds and rain in my soul. That is a beautiful confirmation. So it's almost like to remove judgment when you first see something, like, oh, at first I was like, oh, bummer, that's rain, that's darkness, that's heavy, shadowy things. But what it's actually saying is, I'm seeing the absence of that. I'm not resistant to the clouds, and therefore I don't actually attract them. This card shows clouds rising up from a dark cup of coffee or tea. However, that is still where my storms reside, is coffee, caffeine, and sugar. Though a cup of tea may be a comforting image, the clouds warn that troubles can occur quite suddenly and without warning, like storm clouds appearing on an otherwise pleasant day. And if that strikes you as a coincidence, it's probably because you read one of my more recent posts about weather fronts, low pressure and high pressure. Confusion and uncertainty can catch you unaware if your head is in the clouds and you are daydreaming when you should be focused. Okay, so that's the idea of like grounding currency, that I see what is really in front of me before staying too far into the dreaming way. To attain clarity about the issue, you need to stay mentally grounded rather than allowing your thoughts to drift away. I can feel my throat chakra drying up. The cloud image warns you not to become lulled into a false sense of security. You need to pay close attention to whatever situations surrounding the cards indicate, as they will likely bring formidable challenges. Okay, so I'm doing magic. I have to make sure that I foresee the dark clouds in front of me, or not even see them, but be prepared that the challenges will arise, as is life, right? Life is suffering, not to be attached to that suffering. So this message kind of feels very grounded. Like, I want to say heavy and negative, but I'm not actually sensing it as like, not to assign a judgment of good and bad, but it just is like, in order for you to do magic, and we could have a whole different conversation about magic, right? You have to recognize what elements you're actually working with right now. And that was one of my lunar cycle messages earlier in the year, was raw materials. To really recognize the raw materials that you're working with as you do your alchemy, as you do your shadow work, as you do your self-understanding to know thyself. So today, go ahead and find what truth that you need to stand on as you go about this quest, and you encounter the unknown and face the dragon, seize the treasure, and then return with the elixir. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and let me know if you have a card that you pulled for today or what your message is. Otherwise, have a good one.